on, Nick.
Nikita, the 18-year-old lion, ate her breakfast this morning pretty much as usual. She left behind a little bit of the ground diet, but she's never been a real fan of what we call the mush or the carnivore diet here. A little while later, some keepers saw her walking across her open air section, and she was acting like it just took every bit of strength she had to do it. And then she just flopped over in the bright sun, which is not like Nikita. On a day when it's 80 plus degrees, she usually hangs out in the shade. They watched her for about 10 minutes and saw that she was just laying there and her breathing seemed to be elevated. So they called the operations manager, Catherine, who went out to take a look at her. And Catherine thought it looked bad enough that she called me to go out and take a look at her.
Nick, come here. Come here, princess. Come here. Come on, Nick.
We took several videos of her in the sun, calling to her all the while, trying to get her in the shade. We were using food, which usually tempts her. She loves chicken legs, and that was just not getting her up on her feet. So we put a air conditioner and a fan on her and then tried to move a water bowl out to her. In the process of doing that, she did get up and got into the shade underneath her platform.
Come on, darling. Come on, Nick. Hi, pretty girl. Come on. Come on, Nick. Come. Yeah, we might eventually use it to try and cool her off, but at least she's in the shade.
Off the ground. All right, so what do you want? Oh, she's stretching. She's stretching, baby girl.
Hi, precious.
Sorry about that.
Hang on. You're all right. Okay, you just stay there, babe. You're all right.
Stay in the shade. It's okay.
Lay back down. You're all right. Lay back down, pretty. Getting too far away from where I can push that pole.
Lay down, baby. Lay down.
I'm just gonna have to fill it over here. I think anything else is gonna freak her out.
Lay down, Nick. Lay down.
We just need a couple inches.
Get it even? Coming?
Kind of.
The geometry is not with you.
Catherine came up with some ingenious ways of getting the bowl out to Nikita Lion. She took some pieces of plumbing that we use to run extension cords for the heating pads for the cats during the cold months, hooked them together, and then very, very slowly and carefully pushed the bowl of water toward Nikita. We knew that we could not fill the bowl once it was out there with a hose because she hates the water. Apparently we moved the
So don't help me push.
All right. Nice job.
Now you're going to the hole. Going to the hole. Pretty girl. Yeah. Come on, princess. You can do it. For you. That's a cocktail for you. Well, can I try to get... I got the two longest ones. There might be another one.
bowl a little too close to her, and she decided she wasn't having any more of this, and so she very slowly got up, and we were so nervous. We were afraid she was going to fall back down in the sun, and we just had no way that we could shade her if that happened.
Accident or not. But she's farther away from the water now.
Thankfully, she walked into the roofed section of her cage, which is completely shaded, and better yet, she walked into the furthest part of that enclosure, so we were able to lock her in there.
I thought we put a peek hole in the side.
We did, but she has to go in the right way for us to be able to see it. It's only on one side, and it's a long skin.
Is there a way to shut her out of it? Nope, there's no ability. How about some pipes?
Dr. Wynn wanted to see if we could get water or blood sickles into her, and she doesn't want either. So she would like to see if maybe she's nauseous, and some medications might help clear that up for her rather than put her through the trauma of being sedated. So we are trying to see if we can use a scratcher on her, and if she will tolerate the scratcher, then we might be able to get the injectable meds into her.